Well, welcome to the 700 Club. Israel is calculating its response to Hezbollah's deadly rocket attack on a border village. And it all falls on the Prime Minister. Benjamin Netanyahu is both planning severe retaliation, but he has to weigh the risk of all-out war.
Yesterday, Netanyahu visited the Golan Heights village where 12 children died in the attack. He expressed solidarity with the families, saying, "These children are our children." CBN's Chris Mitchell reports.
Like all citizens of Israel and people across the entire world, we were profoundly shocked by this terrible killing.
The Prime Minister also pledged to send a powerful message to Hezbollah.
These children are our children. They are the children of all of us. The State of Israel will not and cannot ignore this. Our response will come, and it will be severe.
Retired Major General Yaakov Amidror of the Jerusalem Institute for Strategy and Security tells CBN News Israel must take the time it needs to ensure a successful mission.
We are not in a rush, not at all. The more it will be prepared, the better. Here we have to retaliate, and the retaliation should be well prepared before you use it. You have to prepare the retaliation and all the arrangements for the consequences of the retaliation.
In anticipation of a coming attack, the Associated Press reports Hezbollah is preparing its own retaliation that would involve precision-guided, long-range missiles. The report adds that Hezbollah doesn't want a full-blown war. Amidror adds Israel's show of force will indicate what direction it's ready to take.
It very much depends on the decision of the decision makers. Do they ready to go to a big war? If the answer is yes, it's one set of targets. If the answer is no, it's not the right time for Israel for many reasons, from economy to legitimacy to the ability to fight in two fronts. But if the decision is not to go to a big war, and Israel doesn't want to go to a big war, so it's another set of targets. But it very much depends on the decision or the readiness or the willingness to go to a big war.
Amidror lists key points Israel needs to consider before it chooses a full-scale war, including quality and quantity of ammunition, whether the economy can endure 6 to 9 months of war, domestic and international legitimacy, especially from the U.S., the IDF's level of readiness, as well as the home front.
These are the 6 elements that should be considered before someone is saying, yes, I'm ready to go to war.
Well, it's a tough decision for Israel. Do you continue to have the rockets come in from Hezbollah with no retaliation? And what a horrific thing. And why isn't the UN talking about that being a war crime, where you're intentionally targeting children on a soccer field? Where's the international outcry? There should be absolutely an enforcement from the UN, because that's part of their territory. They were given responsibility when Israel withdrew from southern Lebanon. The UN was given responsibility that there would be no weapons, and certainly no weapons launched against Israel. So why isn't the UN responding here? Why is it up to Israel? Underlying Israel's decision is a two-front war, and I think this has been the plan of Iran from the beginning of October 7th. How can you draw Israel both into urban fighting in the streets of Gaza and then exhaust their ammunition and exhaust their economy and exhaust their troops and then launch yet another offensive from the north? I think it's been part of their plan from the beginning. Now, what is the key? And the key is the United States going to continue to support Israel? Are we going to continue to supply and readily supply and quickly supply the ammunition that is needed for a two-front war? That's the ultimate question, and it probably won't be decided until after a particular election.